Hey guys, this is Sharad with REsimpli, bringing you another amazing investor. Rod Hanks on this call. He's going to share his experience with REsimpli. Rod, welcome to the call, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thanks for
Thank
having me on the show.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you jumping on the call. I really, really do. Hey, before we get started, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where do you live and what market do you invest in?
I live in a suburb of Dallas, Texas, about 20 miles, 20 to 25 miles south of Dallas and Cedar Hill, Texas. And my market is Dallas, the entire Dallas and Fort Worth metroplex primarily.
So not a competitive market at all. Super easy market.
Well, Google
Yeah.
sell my house Dallas, and you'll see how
I know, I know. I'm
uncompetitive
just
it
kidding.
is,
It's
right?
probably one of the top 3 to 5 most competitive markets in the country. Yeah. And what kind of
Unfortunately.
investing do you do, Rod?
Well, I do mostly buy and hold. That's mainly my experience. Although I do wholesale a number of properties, and I'm doing a lot of wholesaling now.
Okay. And how long have you been investing for?
Well, I bought my first house in 1999, so about 25 years now.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you bring some experience. And how big is your team right now?
It's about four of us. It's about
Four
four
of you
of
guys.
us. Yeah.
Okay. And do you mind sharing how many deals are you doing per month or per year? Totally cool if you're not comfortable with that.
Sure, sure. We're not one of the biggest guys because I don't do a ton of wholesaling. Most of the deals I close on my own, but we do about 5 to 10 deals a month.
Yeah. I mean, 5 to 10 deals in Dallas equals like 20 to 25 deals in Midwest, just how competitive the market is.
Yeah,
That,
it's crazy here.
yeah. And how long have you been using REsimpli for?
I think I signed up with ReSimpli about 3 years ago.
And how were you running your business before you came to ReSimpli?
I was using something that all of us investors started out with was Podio.
Okay.
So it was just a basic intake form. Basically, I know there's a ton of things that were just too complicated for me to,
Right.
try to figure out.
And what were some specific challenges or pain points that you had with Podio that made you come to ReSimpli?
It was just too complicated. I couldn't. It was a lot of automations that I would have to pay someone to actually do it, and I just didn't have time or the energy to try to figure that out.
Absolutely. And one thing we notice, especially people coming from Podio or Salesforce, is that they're used to using multiple software before they come to ReSimpli. So in your particular experience, like what specific features or software tools has ReSimpli replaced in your business?
Oh wow, it's been night and day. Texting, of course, the we do a lot of Google ads,
Mm,
pay per click, and Facebook, and just importing all those leads into REsimpli and exactly knowing where my deals are coming from. But what
absolutely.
I really like, absolutely love, is the call tracking. We have
Yeah.
tracking numbers on all of our marketing. Those leads go directly into to ReSimpli. So when I'm driving and someone calls, I don't have to worry about stopping and writing down the notes. The call
Yeah.
is recorded and it goes directly into ReSimpli.
Yeah, and this Friday we have an update coming where you just click a button and it summarizes the entire call for you. So you could just be on the call with the seller for like 30 minutes, an hour. You just press a button, it just summarizes the entire call. So you know exactly what happened. So I'm excited about that.
Oh wow.
What would you say your favorite feature of ReSimpli is and why?
Well, just what I said before, it's the call recording.
Yeah.
That has saved me a ton of time. I prefer to answer the calls myself, and a lot of times I'm driving, and I see the ReSimpli number pop in. I know it's a hot lead, and I just talk and
Yeah.
asking questions, and how to go and summarize it and take a look at it later on that night.
Isn't that great when you just don't have to worry about taking notes and you can just have like a really good conversation, everything is being recorded. You could just go back and listen to it and just, not get too bogged down about taking notes. At least that's really helped us in our business.
Oh yeah, that was a game changer when I
Absolutely.
connected that. That was a game changer for me.
Right. And how many deals were you closing before using ReSimpli versus what you're doing now? You're doing about 5 to 10. What were you doing about 3 years ago?
Probably maybe 5 to 10 a year.
Oh wow. Oh wow,
Yeah,
you
we weren't
really like
doing too
10x your
many.
business. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. That's amazing. Congratulations. That's
Thank
and
you.
especially do it in Dallas market. That's really, really impressive. Wow. And can you share a particular success story or significant change that happened in your business since you made the switch from Podia to REsimpli?
I'm able to pull comps or get an idea of what a property is worth within about 5 seconds, right?
Right.
And so I know immediately once a lead comes in and it shows their asking price versus what the system says it's worth, I know if it's even worth my time calling them, right?
Absolutely.
So that has definitely saved a lot of time just getting an idea of what the value the property is worth.
Yeah, that's what we do in our business also. Just like if the estimated value is like 200,000 and the seller is asking like 190,000, we're like, yeah, it's not going to work out for us. So yeah, it's good to know that you're using a very similar process. All right. Is there anything particular about ReSimpli? You've been using it for about 3 years. So any experience, anything particular about ReSimpli you think sets it apart from other real estate softwares out there?
I would have to say it's made by an investor, and you're actually doing what we're doing, and you know what our pain points are, and you've added a ton of features on this particular software that that we need, right?
Yeah.
So it's not Wall Street; it's actually a guy that's in the trenches with this
Thank
stuff,
you. Thank you. Yeah. And we're not done yet. We have a lot coming.
right?
All
Awesome.
right. Final question. What would you say to someone who is on the fence considering ReSimpli for their real estate business?
I would say do it. Get off the fence. That's very painful to straddle a fence. Get off of it. Do it. You will not be disappointed if you started at ReSimpli. So definitely just do it.
Right. Thank you so much, Rod. Rod, if someone wants to connect with you, someone who's listening to this and wants to connect with you about your journey, what's the best way for them to do that?
A couple ways. I'm all over social media. You can Google iamcashbuyer.com. That's my website. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram as well. iamcashbuyer.com or Rod Hanks. That will get me.
Perfect. We'll put that in the show notes also. Rod, thank you so much for coming on the call. I really appreciate your time. Thanks.
All right. Thank you for having me.